Let's do it.
And now, tonight's starting lineup.
The Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup live here in Houston. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined as always by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. You look at the Grizzlies, still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
When I look at Memphis, they've been totally out of sync at the beginning of this season. They still haven't found their identity. They don't know who they are and what they do best.
I have no idea what they are either, Clark. I mean, this is a team that really is just kind of hard to figure out. And I think they may have to make some changes to try to get themselves going.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Zebo and Marcus All are up front. Conley out there with Adams. And it's Allen in at the small forward.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Conley after the made shot from the Cobra. Pass to Randall. Knocked loose. The dish to Harden. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Harden's got his first 2 points of the night.
3 straight makes to start this game. Looking good.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Conley. Pass to Gasol. Shoots from 14. The shot no good. And Houston the other way now. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And they played outstanding team defense in that win, Clark. Nobody got stuck on an island. Everybody was helping. Great rotations. It really looked like they were together in that game.
Yeah, and even when they were rotating different players in and out, Steve, I thought their communication was 5-star and the teamwork was very strong.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Clippers. Allen with the screen for Conley. Here's Gasol. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, we'll see if that shot breaks things open a little bit. It's been a slow start.
Hopefully that gets them on the right track here, Steve.
The Cobra passes to Aldemir. Can't hit from in close.
Well, they're shooting 75% here early on, even with that miss.
Conley with it. Now guarded by the Cobra. Inside to Randolph. Little turnaround. Good. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The Cobra passes to Harden. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
It's Allen on the wing. Ariza covering. Allen gets to Conley. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, last game he turned in a really nice performance at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it really stands out when you look back at the numbers from that one.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Here's the Cobra. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Randolph can't hit. Now, here is Harden. He had 15 points last outing. Excellent D there from Allen.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Adams with it, and it's Harden picking him up from 6 away, and it's Gasol with the bucket inside. Gasol's got his second bucket.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Harden inside the three-point line, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Harden's got his second basket of the night. Outside Conley, kicks to Randolph. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
On the wing, Harden. There's the three. That is good. Harden's got 7.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dave Yeager. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
Both teams will make substitutions. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They got Tony Allen. Lee out there with Adams, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Stokes in at the 4 spot. Here's the Cobra, averaging 18 points a game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen. The drive by Lee, and that misses. That would have put him up. The Rockets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Zach Randolph is checked in for Stokes. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. The Cobras got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Monty Eunice. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Well, the season numbers for this club are really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Here's Gasol. That misses off the backboard. Rockets leading by 3 to the paint. Here's Ariza. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
It takes a lot of skill and agility to lay it in with the defense right on you. That's a terrific finish.
Lee outside. Passes it to Randall. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Kufis is checked in. Lee with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. On up the court. And the jam by Monty Eunice.
You know, he may not have the elevation or the hop, He doesn't need it, though. Big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys, Clark. You're right.
Yeah, well, sometimes it looks like he's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, he can put it down. Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Monty Eunice. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Memphis. Now here is Conley after the miss from the Cobra. And Adams kicks to Allen. Here's Randolph, and he gets it to go. Randolph's got his third basket of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
The Rockets making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and the Grizzlies also with a sub. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Adams. 1:53 left in the first half of the game. Here's the Cobra. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. The Cobra's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Kufis inside, defended by Jones. The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. No good on the free throw. Brewer is checked in for the Rockets. And so that's the end of the first half. Rockets ahead.
Doc, what's...
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first.
Game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. It's been quite a game for Nick Johnson.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Ariza the 3 and Jones the 4. The Cobra out there with Harden. And it's Aldemir in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Brick. Doris, over to you.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against the Clippers played some outstanding basketball. He picked up 18 points and was really a dynamic force, finding teammates and playing tough D on the other end. Another strong showing from him in what has become a habit.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight, Clark. I mean, his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Here's Adams after the made shot from the Cobra. Allen dishes to Conley. And Adams kicks to Randolph. Poked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Houston moving it around. The pass to the Cobra. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Zach Randolph. Rockets have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7. And so he makes both from the line. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Adams, the pass to Conley. Now the feed to Randolph. The jump hook. It's rebounded by Houston. The Cobra's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
And for Memphis, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Gasol inside, averaging 18 points a game. Good on the shot.
Got a good clear look right over the top of his defender because of that height advantage.
Houston leading by 8. The Cobra passes to Aldemir. Here's the Cobra, over by Conley. Inside, deflects the pass. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. He feeds it to Randolph. That doesn't go either for Randolph.
No, they need a shot or two to fall.